So, Srikal students, let's have lecture on is matter around us pure? Chapter 2, Science Class 9. What is pure substance? When we are talking about chemistry students, a substance is regarded as pure if it is made up of only one type of constituent particles. What does it mean? Imagine, students, we are having iron with us or any other element like aluminium, zinc, phosphorus. In second place, we are having water. We know chemical formula for water is H2O. In third place, we are having water, but on top of water, let us say some oil is poured into the water. So this is the layer of oil. It can be mustard oil. Let us understand their compositions. In first case, this is iron. Now, what is the constituent particles of iron? So, iron is an element. In place of iron, we can take gold, lead, copper, anything. All the elements like iron, they are made up of atoms. The constituent particles, the smallest particles, which the elements, all the elements are made up of, are atoms. And wherever you see, if you take the top portion of iron, the middle portion of iron, right, left, bottom, everywhere you will see the iron is made up of iron atoms. Hence, we say in chemistry that this substance is pure. When we take water, the smallest constituent particles of water, which is a compound, is H2O. Here, one oxygen atom is bonded with two hydrogen atoms, and this is the smallest constituent particles of water. Now, the entire water, whether we take 1 liter of water, whether we take simply 1 ml of water, or even if we take 1000 liters of water, the entire substance, water we have taken, is made up of same basic unit, same constituent particles, H2O, and hence I will regard water also as pure substance. But if we take the case of water with oil on the top, it is oil plus water. But if you see here, it's all water, and here also it's all water. Now, this entire substance is not made up of only one type of constituent particles, and hence I say it does not have fixed composition. There is no fixed composition which was there in case of elements and compounds. So I regard this particular case as impure. Now let's go further. We have matter. If we see matter on the basis of physical characteristics, the matter may be classified as solid, liquid, gas, plasma. But if we see the matter, especially in chemistry, in the eyes of whether it is pure or not, we will classify the matter into two categories: pure substance having fixed composition, and the second category is, we call them as mixtures. In this, there is no fixed composition. Students, the concept of purity here in chemistry is different from the word purity we normally use in our home. For example, our mother, when she wants to say that milk is not pure, what she means by that is either the milk is mixed with water or maybe buffalo milk is mixed with cow's milk. That is the understanding of our mother of purity. But this understanding is not the base in chemistry. In chemistry, we will take our milk as pure substance. If we take 1 ml of milk or 1 liter of milk and we see the constituent particles are same, or we say it has fixed composition, we say it is pure, like air around us. In chemistry, it's pure, though air is made up of hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, so many other gases. But you take some sample of air, its constituent particles are same. It has fixed composition. So we will say even air is pure. Now, pure substances can be classified into two categories. Number one, elements. Number two, compounds. What is the difference? When we talk about elements, students, elements cannot be broken.
into simpler substances.
Very good. Into further simpler substances. But compounds can be broken into further simpler substances by some chemical method or by electrochemical reactions involving electricity. For example, methane CH4 is a gas. Obviously, you can liquefy it also. If we talk about sugar C6H12O6, you may call it glucose also. Salt NaCl. These are all examples of compounds because if you take the example of any compound, let's say NaCl, by some chemical or electrochemical reactions, it can be broken down into simpler substances. Which simpler substance? Sodium and chlorine. But if you take elements, it's not possible. No matter whatever chemical or electrochemical reactions or processes you use, if you have copper, how smaller you break the copper matter, it will again be copper only. You mean to say the smallest you go could be again the atoms of copper. Copper cannot be classified or broken down into something else, some other simpler substances. Same is the case with iron. Same is the case with gold and so many other elements. Rather, I will say all the elements. So they are different from compounds. If you take the example of glucose, this can be synthesized or chemically it can be broken down into carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Well, these are two categories of pure substances based upon their structure, based upon whether they can be broken down into further simpler substances or not. Now, mixtures can be classified as homogeneous or heterogeneous. When we say homogeneous mixture, they have uniform composition. For example, sugar in water, we can talk about sulfur in carbon sulfide or water in alcohol. These are the examples of homogeneous mixtures. Remember, whatever example you take, they have no fixed composition. When you talk about heterogeneous mixtures, they have non uniform composition. For example, sand and salt, sugar and salt, and the first example we had taken water and oil, or the reverse, oil in water, etc. Now, students, not just that, when we talk about elements, they can also be further classified elements as metals, non-metals. Any student will tell me the third category.
Metalloid.
Metalloid.
Third, metalloids. Students, in periodic table, we will study in detail the left side of periodic